guys, welcome to the channel of love. Good morning. It is still morning. It's 10 to 12. I keep getting my timings wrong. I said yesterday it was 10 to 10. It wasn't, it was 10 to 11. Let's have a look at the ancient Italian tarot, because there was a card that was out of this. I've just gone back for this deck. There was a card that was kind of lying on its own out of the box, and I thought, how did you get out of here? And it's the Ten of Swords. There's the Star energy. I'm sure that's the Star card. Okay, so I thought we'll look into these, because that's kind of like a bit of a dire state to be in. It's the gentleman, I was going to say the dude, laying on the floor with all these swords in his back. The Ten of Swords. It means that something's done. You can't, that card represents you can't keep going back to what you keep trying to make amends. It's like something you want to mend, but it can't be mended. It's like just leave it, drop it, move on. But you're pinned down until, like, you see, I don't know, the light of day. Should we say that? I've got the Chariot energy here just staring at me. Two white horses. Normally there's one that's black and one that's white. Look how the horses are like, well, how one is looking at the other. The white here represents like masculine energy. Okay. You've got like your victory wreath on the floor. Bit of a stubborn energy here. I am not budging. Okay. So then there's the energy of being pinned down by these swords then, until you see the light of day. I'm not budging. Okay. Tell me more from these cards, come on. The Empress energy. The Four of Wands, which is like the connection of divine masculine. No, let's say the Empress and the Emperor. Okay, combined. It's like lives are combined. That's what the Four of Wands is. It's about celebrating the connection. Okay. Then we have the Hierophant. We can say that's God. It's not the Emperor. I think the Emperor might be in the crowd though. There's a quote about something about having to leave the crowd, like to become someone. Don't giggle. The Queen of Swords, Queen of Truth. She's putting like a hand on her heart. I'm singing the song. I don't know if these are the right words, but put your hands on your heart and tell me that it's over. I won't believe it till you put your hand on your heart and tell me. Three of Pentacles. I was just seeing these, some cards like in my mind, and I was seeing Justice, card number 11. Then I was seeing the twos, the Two of Cups. That's what I saw, but then I started going through all the twos. So it's like the Two of Cups, and then I saw the Two of Wands, partial success. So it's kind of like the Two of Cups is a really nice energy, and then we can go to like the Two of Wands, which is partial success. The Two of Pentacles, which is, you know, the to-ing and fro-ing energy. Anyway, then we went on to the threes. And the Three of Pentacles is what came out first of all, was working in partnership together. Then we went to the Three of Cups, and it was like, that's nice because that's a celebration. Three of Wands, we're manifesting this now. And then I had to stop and think what was missing, and it was the Three of Swords. And I was like, whoa, hold on, that's heartbreak, heartache. It's like, we're not wanting to cause that. Okay. We don't want to be a cause for heartbreak, heartache. I've just rambled on, haven't I? But then the number 3 took me to like the Empress energy, and here she is. Orange juice today with juicy bits. I'm taken to the song now by Orange Juice Jones. I saw you and him walking in the rain. Okay. Now we've got the Queen of Pentacles. So we've got the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. I was going to call her the Queen of Wands. Queen of Swords. Now the Empress is all 4 of the Queens. Their temperament incorporated into one being. Okay, what have we delved into here? Okay. We're talking about this masculine budging or being unbudgeable. Okay, the moon. Lots of secrets. Lots of howling behind the scenes. As the energy of this masculine knows that he's stuck. But it's like he's refusing to do anything about it. Well, no, he wants to do something about it because he like wants to make amends with where he's stuck. That's his decision. Let's look at these cards. The Empress. I felt like she was just about to be like not crowned, but robed. I've got like a blanket on me, which is keeping me warm. So it's that energy of, I don't really know the words. You see this like, this thing here. In my garden, there's something like lying on the ground. And I was sitting there trying to work out, what is that? It's like, because it looked like it had like I suppose like a bit of a comb energy here. A comb energy. Well, it looked like it was like a metal comb. I don't know, it was... I don't think it is. I don't actually know what it is. But I was staring at it, trying to work out what is it. And that's what that image there took me to. Okay. There's the energy of what is it about you, Divine Feminine? It's like, what is it about you that's so attractive, comforting? Okay, 4 of Wands. I'm taken to the 2 swords at the back here, which are holding this up. Okay. So the 2 swords is holding you up. The 2 of swords is about maybe mental conflict. The feminine's holding the swords like this, and she's like blindfolded. And I feel like she's connecting with the divine. It's like it's a safe space. So when you don't know what to do, go within. The Hierophant. Said it was like God. But who's this like cheeky chappy here? And why do I feel he has something to do with him? Or is the same person? I mean, this guy here, he's playing. This one's listening intently. This one here is looking up with admiration. And then we've got this one here. Queen of Truth, the Queen of Wands. No, it's the Queen of Swords. If she speaks the truth, then they're passionate truths. There's that energy of not wanting to cause heartache or heartbreak, quite the opposite. It's like this masculine's missing the opposite here, because we haven't got like the black horse. It's all contained, like within this box. But it wasn't, was it? Because the Ten of Swords came out. It found its way out of the box. I've gone a bit chilly. Three of Pentacles, working in partnership with others to make your purpose come true. I was going to say your projects, but it's actually your purpose, your life purpose. And here we have the Queen, and she's holding one of them Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles that I spoke about, that to-ing and fro-ing energy, you can kind of have a look here, because there's like there's trust issues about actually allowing like the Queen of Pentacles into the equation. Just look at the horse's face. I mean, what do you think the dialogue is between them? And then the bottom of the deck, that's the Chariot card. But it is the card when the divine will give you a nudge in the right direction. When you're off course. Because this energy here is a Mr. kind of know-it-all. I don't need to be told. Definitely don't need to listen to God or pray or pay attention. He's got it all in control. Or has he? I don't know why the moon's winking. The energy of like your secret's safe with me. Who wants to... I was going to say, who wants to really live with secrets? Scared that something might come out. Well, the Ten of Swords came out. Magical unicorns, let's go there. If you don't want to go to God, can we go to the unicorns? What's that black thing in my drink? Why would that be in my drink? Seriously? Come on. This is a freshly washed glass as well. And that's freshly squeezed orange juice that I'm not going to drink now. Because there's something black floating around in it. Okay. Love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. Now, if you're not paying attention to God and that connection, and your parents have made their transition, then you're not connecting with your parents. So your parents are coming through here. This is a fatherly figure. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. Love from your parents. This card is telling you that your mother and father both love you, even though you may not always be able to feel their love. Everyone shows love in different ways. For example, some people show that they care through actions, such as giving you things or trying to help you. So again, I feel this energy of not wanting to cause any more heartache or heartbreak for you, as in like the Divine Masculine. Causing him any more confusion. Other people express it through words that they say or write. If your mother and father show their love in ways you don't understand, you can talk to them about your feelings. The bonds between parents and children can never be broken, no matter what. Even during times of anger, parents and children still love each other deep down. If you focus on this love, it grows even stronger and deeper. This love also helps everyone feel better and get along better. If your mother and father are angry with each other, you can still love them both equally. You don't need to take sides. Everyone has something good inside them, after all. God put love within every person. Your love towards both your mother and father is always deep and strong, even if you don't see one of your parents very much. Focus on what's good about your mother and father to help them and you be as loving as you can be. And I said yesterday, them words kept coming through. Mother, father. Like they wanted to come through. So, listen up then. Well, if you wish. Angels and ancestors. Great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. It's just taken to these men here listening. Great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. Okay, the message. Know that what is happening around you is divinely inspired. Learn from your current experiences, then share them with others. This card was inspired by Jesus, who is one of the most widely acknowledged and loved spiritual teachers of all time. But there is a great teacher in every tradition, and this card represents the one to whom you feel closest, as well as the great teacher within. The teacher wears simple clothes here to demonstrate that even if you live a simple life, it can be an incredibly spiritual one. He is surrounded by a sense of serenity and harmony because he has absolute trust in the higher power that moves through him, and the dove on the card represents receiving answers to prayers through signs and experiencing peace through joy. This card can represent a teacher in your life or the great teacher within. Either way, it shows that you have dedicated a lot of time, effort and energy to understanding yourself and the world. You are having spiritual experiences at this time and gaining a greater awareness of what you need to do in order to grow. There is a great chance that if you've been having any challenges recently, you've surmounted them and allowed them to be vehicles to lessons that are helping your spiritual connection. If you feel that you've received messages from heaven or the universe recently, this card is confirmation that these have indeed been holy experiences. Okay. Oh, I got chills. I want some of that orange juice and I can't do it. Hi, Pandora. Oh my goodness, sorry darling, I didn't see that you commented. A few months ago my mum stared me out from across the street and she had a right attitude type of stance. Haven't spoken to her since I was a teenager, laugh out loud. I'm angry with all my fam, don't like thinking of them. That will pass, darling. It's just a phase you'll go through. It will get better. Understand that everything happens for a reason. Okay, let's go to the Oracle of Shadows and Light. Okay. We can take 2 cards. Okay, the first card is Strange Valentine. Love is strange. Card number 27. I feel a little bit breathless. Love doesn't always look like we thought it would, thank goodness. It's in the strange and the surprising that the sweetest loves can be found, as this odd little pair have found, much to each one's joy, comfort and delight. When this lovely pair, Strange Valentine, comes to visit, you are about to be gifted with love, romance and friendship from an unexpected, even unusual place. Don't let differences keep you apart, because they are what is drawing you together. And when you are as delicate and fragile as you can be, someone as strong and protective as this gorgeous friendly Yeti can be just what you need. We're just moving on to page number 111 now. Okay, they speak. You have an enormous amount of cosmic help at this moment. You have an enormous amount of cosmic help at the moment, and it's all focusing on the area of your love life. You will soon receive very good news regarding a relationship. You will also do a lot of work on healing old wounds from past relationships, especially past long-term serious relationships. Now, some of this news may not seem so great at the time, but please give yourself a chance to absorb the lessons, because you're moving into a beautiful new phase of your romantic life where you will be free to create a wonderful new love life for yourself, coming very soon. Divination message. You may experience a massive surge in emotional energy and new romantic beginnings. So it's very likely you'll attract, encounter, or simply bump into someone who reawakens long-lost feelings inside you and who may not be your type. Knocking at the door. I'm not going to get that. There is other people home. So it's very likely you'll attract, encounter, or simply bump into someone who reawakens long-lost feelings inside you and who may not be your type. Hooray! You'll wake up feeling bright, aware, dynamic, and sometimes feeling giddy with delight. This is very good news. Love is indeed strange and wonderful. Indeed it is. You're 35? Laugh out loud. Are you? Why did you put that down? I'm 45. But I noticed that 27 is the date of my birthday. But then obviously I paid attention to the Valentine's Day is approaching. Oh my goodness, I so want some orange juice. What are you doing for the weekend, Lucy? I'm a little uncomfortable that it's the weekend because there are phone calls I need to make. Oh, darling. You had your blood test done yesterday. What am I doing for the weekend? Oh, I'll be working tonight and then I'm off for over a week. I'll tell you what I'm doing next weekend. I'm going to the zoo. My daughter will be 23 on Saturday and she wants to go to the zoo. So we're having a family day out to the zoo. Because you're still angry with the family and you said, don't worry, it will pass. So I said, I'm 35 now. Darling, it will. As you grow. And I was going to say as you try not to take it too personally. Okay, it's meant to be. So it's meant to be and it sets you free. Anyway, let me carry on. We've got another card here. Sea Beacon Fairy. Guidance. But where will it lead you? Yeah, my children like animals. They're really, really excited. Emily's coming with us as well. So, yeah, she's looking forward to taking lots of photographs. Megan, whose birthday it is, she's looking forward to seeing the Dick, because we've had a look at all the different animals that are there. So that's quite funny.
Morning.
Good morning, darling.
There's a pocket knife next to you.
There's a pocket knife next to me. How can you be trusted with this pocket knife? There you go, darling. Are you okay? Not.
Sorry.
I'm trusting you with that. I love you too. Sea Beacon Fairy. Guidance, but where will it lead you? Card number 3. About the Sea Beacon Fairy. Sometimes, when a clear path seems to be taking you in the right direction, it helps to know who is holding the light up. Because while this beautiful Sea Beacon Fairy is most certainly guiding a lost ship, who knows whether she leads it toward rocks or towards safe harbour. And this is the choice you have to make now. Is this path that is clearly being lit the right one? Simply because there is light, is the source a true and good guide? Would you be best to await another way out of the storm? Or are you so eager to avoid the storm and the challenge that you will follow the first light that comes along? Okay, the Sea Beacon Fairy speaks. I do hold up the light, but only you can choose as to whether the direction I will lead you in is the right one for you at this time. It may be your salvation I lead you to, and it may be that I am gathering souls and you will perish upon rocks or drown in cold seas. I know this is hard to hear. It is not a sure thing, this advice and guidance you have received, and for all its insistence that it comes from the light, the advice may not be that which you need to follow at this time. I understand this may be confusing, but I am assuring you mostly of one great truth, that perhaps you must find your own way out at this time. The divination message. A perfect solution to a problem has been presented to you, but whether it is wise to take it is another thing altogether. You may have more resources and opportunities that you are aware of or than you are allowing yourself to believe in. Do not be too quick to follow the first opportunity that comes. Wait and check both your sources and your inner wisdom. There are many paths and many solutions. Not all advice will be right for you. Okay. What else do we have here? Oh, I have the Witch's Tower. We can go there. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man. Who lives on Drury Lane? I do not know why that came out. Okay. How many children do I have? I have two daughters. One who's going to be 23 on Saturday, and the other one's 19. They are amazing. They are. They're just so amazing. I'm so in love with my children. It's like they know it. Oh. But it's just the three of us. Well, there isn't, because there's obviously their partners. But, yeah, it's just me and my girls. No outside interference, no other people putting their input. They're just free to be who they are, which are beautiful souls. You just allow them to find their own way. and just be there as a, I just feel as a, I don't want to say as a role model, but that is what it is. I just love. Megan got me like a little Care Bear, and I don't know what they're called. They're called one of those pop toys or whatever, and it's a Care Bear, and it's a. She chose like care a lot bear. Because you care a lot, Mum. And Emily actually got me a Lego set. It takes me to like Valentine's Day because he's called Valentine's Bear. I haven't assembled it yet, but yeah, they both kind of got me presents that was like, well, associated with the heart and caring, and but this Lego set is like a Valentine's Bear. Maybe I will assemble it on my week off. Right, let's have a look at these cards. King of Cups, he came up yesterday. Lost at sea. Okay, defensive. Well, we kind of already knew this. It's like, back off. I saw a post from my mum with a girl with, what does that say? Tourette's, and she said Muffin Man. And now come to think about it, after you've just mentioned the same thing, and yesterday, my kids will probably say that I've got Tourette's. Used to, not so much anymore. When I was out, a lady went to pick up a muffin, and I was looking in that direction, and she said, they looked nice, don't they? But I was thinking about how I'd actually fancy a muffin, like right now, but I think I'm going to have pizza. 10 of Wands, heavy burden. It's like you can't even see his face, he's not showing his face. Right, bottom of the deck, because this is just the energy of this masculine who's not budging. I have no idea why it's a thing. Oh, it will make sense. It's interesting anyway, isn't it? I always have, I can pick up themes for the days, and they just make life very interesting. Okay, 2 of Cups. Right. The underlying energy is the 2 of Cups. Who do you commit to? Who do you share this cup of love with? It's just getting crazy, laugh out loud. Maybe my DM is snacking on muffins or something. Probably. Let's we'll get a final message from Rumi. I couldn't find the Rumi deck. I did, they were hiding under some clothes on a chair. I was like, where on earth are the Rumi deck? Okay, let's get this reading wrapped up. Blood Angel, card number 7. You can hear sirens outside. Just taken to this kind of, what do you see? I see angel wings. Card number 7. Interesting, because I opened up to the cloak of Christ. Is that what this masculine is wearing? The cloak of Christ. On a call, be right back. Blood Angel. In the midst of the darkness, a So in the midst of the darkness, a moon appeared with its brilliance, stepping down from the clouds. Is that what this is? I said, what does this look like? Is that the moon? Stepping down from the clouds, it glanced at me like a falcon that bursts. That doesn't say that. Like a falcon that hunts. Like a falcon that hunts a bird and steals it away, it captured me and flew back to infinite space. As I looked for myself, I could not find me, for my body had become all soul in the tenderness of love. The 9 spheres of heaven dissolved in that moon as the ship of my existence drowned in the sea of love. Is that what's happening here? You're drowning in the sea of love. Okay. Do you dare place a limit on how much life you can contain? I pour of myself into your heart and invite you to become nothing and everything with me. Let us be the sunrise that greets the new day and the sunset that honours the dying of the day in radiant glory. Let us be the angel of light arising from darkness and the starburst in the awakening heart of a human beloved. Be the moon at the back of my heart and the sun at the front of my heart. Be wordless and wise. Let us have nothing that we know for certain and be content. Let us be all and let us be nothing. Let us be. I could really do with a drink right now. The oracle of the blood angel comes to you with a particular message. You are being given the gift of more life. You may experience this as growth, expansion, more energy, more life force or divine electricity circulating through your system. The blood angel understands that in the gift of greater life, which enables a soul to live more of its essence, becoming a more palpable divine presence upon this earth, there are many unavoidable experiences. One of these is that there will be more sunsets to counter the increase in your sunrises. This is about balance. When opening up to receive more, I was just taken to what I said at the beginning, because we started off with really the 10 of Swords. I said, like, you're pinned down there until, like, you see the light of day. So one of these is that there will be more sunsets to counter the increase in your sunrises, and this is about balance. When opening up to receive more, one needs to empty out what has been to allow for a new influx of energy. It is not about an exchange of equal measure, for you will receive according to the great generosity of life itself, and thus even more shall be offered in compensation for what you are willing to release. However, release must take place. Balance is the natural law. The sunset makes way for a time of night. That might be the darkness of grief, or the stirring of unknown places within that only reveal themselves in clarity the following morning. Be ready to endure the sunset and the night, to become ready to receive the sunrise, and with it more life, is your divine task now. Why is this coming to you? Excuse me. Why is this coming to you? You are ready for it. You have outgrown what has been, and it cannot satisfy your soul anymore. A part of you, your mind perhaps, may question whether or not you really want the change inherent in this oracle, divine gift or not. You may prefer that things remain the same, but what are you really wanting in that belief? Happiness? A sense of safety and security? Love? Remember that in any divine gift, no matter whether it seems to come at first through an obvious bestowal of grace, such as a wish coming true, or a prayer being answered, or through a hidden grace of a loss or ending in our lives, there is always an offering of greater life within it. The blood angel tells you to not make yourself too small for what is happening in your soul and life now by holding on to what you know, or holding on when it is better to let go. It may not be easy, but you will gain more trust in the divine, in you, in life, and greater power and heavenly play can and will flow through your soul into the world. The blood angel invites you to accept the genius of life and allow it to flow through you, circulating your divine light even more abundantly into the world around you. This oracle comes with a particular blessing of well-being and vitality. You have perhaps become tired or are well but seek to engage in new projects or practices that will stretch or challenge you. The blood angel brings you the blessing of whatever energy is required to expand into where life is leading you. What the divine has instilled within your heart shall be financed with life force and energy, so it may be brought to fulfillment. This is the sacred contract of human life. The journey shall be taken by the soul, and there will be challenges, and yet what is required for divine fulfillment will always be available. If you have been struggling with your energy levels or with emotional or psychological challenges, more so than usual perhaps, then you are asked to complete the sacred honouring ritual for the cloak of the Christ. I didn't know it was going to mention that, but I did open up to it, so we best do that one. We best do what we're told. The reason for this is that your energy, as you are going through growth and opening, yes, that's right, I think. The reason for this is that your energy, as you are going through growth and opening, can become unstable for a time, more porous or vulnerable than usual. There is nothing to be concerned about, but you will benefit from more spiritual protection during this time. These rituals will assist you in gaining additional spiritual protection. If you need to take any particular action to bring yourself healing and wellness, these rituals will help you become conscious of and ready for that action simply through life experiences and internal wisdom when the time is right. So let's do the sacred honouring ritual for this card. Say, blood angel of unconditional life and divine love, bless me with the life force I need to attain my divine destiny. I open to your grace with perfect trust and perfect love. So be it. Close your eyes and notice your breath. Imagine or intend that you can sense the blood moving in your veins. So much life abounds in your body, soul. In your own time, just open your eyes. You have completed your honouring ritual. Let's go to the cloak of the Christ, which is card number 4. In the school of humanity, when you become intimate with God, you reside on the King's throne and teach the angels the nature of the divine. Okay. Let's just read this other part here that's in italics. My sacred brother, he who shares my heart and yours, beaten as one in harmony with the great unending love, brings you the mantle of his protection. Do you imagine that there is any part of your life, of your body, of your soul, that is outside the realm of his divine love and protection? Offer all to him, leave nothing cast aside, He and I together receive you absolutely, without condition now. The compassion born out of our own struggles tempers the karmic weight of divine justice. We have been through the same journey you are taking now, sweet divine soul. In oneness with the divine heart, we know of your efforts and your struggles. So what is bestowed upon you now is the restoration of forgiveness, of kindness, of mercy. My sacred brother speaks to you. He shall receive your darkness and your light, the angel of your heart and the demon of your fear. Nothing is greater than my brother's love for you. Nothing is greater than my holy passion for you. Take refuge under the cloak of Christ, the mantle of my sacred brother, and know that you are held in our loving sanctuary. How beautiful. It's just what this masculine needs. Hi, Sherry. Oh my goodness. Hi, guys. Good morning. Good morning, Sherry. Good afternoon, Original. Thank you. I'm glad I came in time for that ritual, as it was talking about blood. Very appropriate. Sherry, that word humanity has come out of my mouth so many times this week. Roller coaster of emotions this week. Manifested resources. The universe is with me. I need to keep having faith. Absolutely, Sherry. Let's read this sacred honouring ritual. Open your arms wide above your head and tip your gaze gently up towards the heavens. If you are inside, imagine or intend that you can gaze beyond the physical structure of the ceiling right into the sky that lies above you, Lower your arms to prayer position at your heart and say aloud, if possible, through me and Jesus Christ, who love me without condition, offer me the cloak of the Christ, the mantle of divine protection now, that I may receive the karmic grace and healing I need through the power and mercy of your presence. Thank you. Sit quietly and imagine you are surrounded by a dark, comforting cloak. You can easily breathe through it. You can easily see light within it, or filtering through it if needs be, or you may feel comfortable in the darkness. Let it be whatever is most relaxing and soothing for you. You may even imagine it to be the night sky dappled with stars wrapping around you. Close your eyes and relax now, for as long as feels good. That may be for a minute, for 15 or 20 minutes, or longer. Just be with what feels appropriate and best for you at this time. When you feel you are ready to arise from your rest, simply place your hands at your heart and say thank you. You may notice strong, energetic sensations or emotions during this process or in the day following. You may notice repetitive thought patterns that you need to confront and challenge with more loving thoughts. You may have significant dreams in the evening following also. It may be very subtle for you, so much so that you wonder if anything has happened and if it has worked and if it has worked. It has. The effect will be demonstrated at the right time. Trust. Sherry, I have a little girl at work in need of protection, asking for loving protection, light to envelope my little princess. And so is it. I can't believe that the karmic had a new boyfriend in the summer last year, but she chose revenge over a happy ending. That new fella was with someone else a few months later, and they've lasted. Okay, Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. My best friend, sending snugs. Pandora, I missed something. What's that about blood? I had my blood test yesterday. Yeah, that's interesting. You'll have to rewatch it, Pandora, but original put about the mention of blood as well. As it was talking about blood, very appropriate. So it's another one of those signs that you're going to have to put together. Ladies, would you like a card pulling for you individually? Why not? Just give me a yes and it's done. I use the magical unicorns. Oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever done a reading without a drink. Okay, original. You're up. Let's have a look. Ooh. Okay, I've gone really chilly all of a sudden. Sherry, you're next, and then Cynthia. Pandora, is that a yes from you? You would like a card pulling. Right, okay, original. Let's get you a message, darling. Short and sweet. We'll have a message for original, please. Light. See the light within yourself and everyone else. Okay, I'm going to read this message for you. Now, where's the book? Light. I said I felt a bit chilly, so I feel this is about how you're going to warm people up with your light. Okay. Original. Everyone has a beautiful light within them, no matter what they look like or how they act. This light is pure. The more you focus on the light within others, the more you can help them be healthy and happy. You can also protect your loved ones, yourself and your belongings by imagining them surrounded by light. This card may mean that you or someone you love is in a situation with harsh energy right now, and they need extra spiritual protection. Wow, this just so comes in with the cloak of Christ though, doesn't it? And Sherry saying that she's asked for this protection for a little princess, a little girl at work. So, okay. So imagine them in an eggshell covering of light in your favourite colour. Sherry, you can take this on board. You can do this. Okay. Or choose one of these. White light to protect, green light to heal, and purple light for a better night's sleep. As you focus on seeing and feeling light within yourself and everyone, you'll notice a positive change in your life. For example, people will treat you better, your family members will seem happier, and you'll sleep better at night. That's so applicable to you. Original. Okay, next up was, just going to make sure I get it in order, Sherry. Without an alcoholic drink, I rarely drink alcoholic drinks. Pandora. When I said I don't think I've done a reading without coffee, I like coffee, but I've run out of milk, so I had some pure orange juice. So we've gone for that, but now that's been like ruined because there's something black floating in it. I don't know what it is. So once I've got this wrapped up, I should go to the shop and get myself some milk, and I'll have myself a nice cup of coffee. I just wanted to get a reading out nice and early. Okay. Let me just see any more comments before we get to Sherry's reading. Original. My windows are air in the house and my legs are cold. Okay. Without a coffee, Pandora. There you go, Cynthia, no. Or pop. Yeah, I do like Coca-Cola. I think if that's what the thing's called, a pop. Like the Care Bear I was talking about. I randomly was going to ask, can I have a card when I first came in? But you don't do that, so I just listened. That's awesome. Yeah, I normally, if I'm in the mood and you guys are all here, yeah, absolutely, let's pull some cards for you. It's the least I can do. Okay, so we got some hands up from hands up, baby, hands up. Give me your heart, gimme. Okay, from original. Pandora, oh, a coffee. I mean, I saw you orange juice earlier, so when you said without a drink, I thought, what, alcohol? No, sometimes I have myself a Baileys at night, kind of sends me to sleep. I don't need much alcohol to like get tired and giddy. Okay, it ties in with the cloak of Christ, absolutely. Thank you, you're absolutely welcome, and you're dancing. Right, Sherry. I'm in the mood for dancing. Sherry, I've got your card here. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is when you know we're all in sync. Sherry, you got light. I'll pull you another one. Well, I feel like all the messages are going to be relevant for all of you because we're connected, aren't we? We were told that the other day in the Journey of Love. It was like the pearl threaded. How we're a collective. We're connected as a collective. So let's get Sherry another message very soon. What you're asking for will happen soon in a happy way. Yes, wow. It's amazing, isn't it? Very soon. What have you been asking for, Sherry? What have you all been asking for? Very soon. Where's the book, please? Right there. Cynthia, you're up next. Where's the V's? Yes, the light is definitely within me. Everything. That's awesome, isn't it? Because I felt the energy of that card being relevant for you. Well, for all of us. Okay, we will get to the page. Very soon. This card wants you to know that your prayers are coming true very soon. There's no need to hurry or rush, and there's definitely no need to worry. And in brackets, it says, after all, worry can slow down your wishes. Your desires are coming true in what's known as divine timing. This means that they're happening at exactly the perfect time for everyone involved. All the pieces of the puzzle are falling into place in just the right way. You'll be very pleased with the results. This card asks you to keep believing and not to give up hope. And what did you say, Sherry? To keep on having faith. There were your words. As you're waiting, put your energy into taking positive action to help your prayers along. For instance, if you get a strong feeling to do something like reading a book, taking a class, or writing something, it's important that you do so. Okay. Oh, we've got a bit more. You've created your own luck because of your strong faith and positive thoughts and your willingness to do the work that's needed to make your dreams come true. Congratulations. That's beautiful. Okay. Yes, the light is definitely within me. Everything I've been wishing for, everything. Cynthia, standing by the black curtain, feet on a red towel. Interesting. Pandora, I need to learn a mantra that helps me to stop being stupid and to go up to men and just ask for their number if they are single. Laugh out loud. Only if they're single? I mean, what about the attraction, Pandora? I mean, that's the only thing I'm interested in, if there's that real strong, what is this feeling? Wandering Empress, Sherry, yes, this so fits where I am. Cynthia, it's just begun to rain, Sherry. They certainly have an eye on her and a heart on you. Sherry, thank you, Lucy, for the confirmation. No problem whatsoever. Cynthia, we'll put the cards back in. Let's see what card wants to come out for you, and then I shall pull you a card, Pandora. I got a feeling tonight's gonna be a good night. Gonna get a good night's sleep. It's done. Okay, Cynthia. Forgive. It's time to let go of anger or blame. Interesting. Why do I feel, Cynthia, that maybe you and Pandora could, like, take a bit from each other's advice? That's what I feel like. Forgive. Because I felt the connection between Sherry and Original. But this here, I would have thought that maybe this was, like, message for Pandora. So it's time to let go of anger or blame. But maybe, well, I don't know. Let's just carry on. Forgive. As if your energies are connected. Okay. I'm just giggling because, like, you are the one that put Pandora right about Lucy's talking about coffee. Let me just find out where this page is. Is it before or after? Here we have it. Are you blaming someone or something? Are you feeling angry? This card tells you that blame and anger are holding you back. Blame takes away your power and gives it to the other person. You have a lot of power, and one way to feel it is by letting your anger go. You don't need to forgive the other person's actions if they really hurt you, but you do need to stop seeing that person as an enemy because this anger is toxic to you and your body. You know that happy thoughts make your life happy. Well, angry thoughts can bring more anger into your life. The unicorns know that this isn't what you want, so they ask you to give your anger to them and also to your angels. Being free of anger and blame gives you more power and energy and makes you feel happy. Are you mad at yourself for some reason? If so, this card means that you need to forgive yourself. You can learn from your past and grow much stronger by letting go of anger towards yourself. You can do this by understanding why you acted as you did. You probably had a good reason for your actions at the time. Now, after thinking about it, you may wish that you had acted differently. But regrets aren't helpful unless they help you learn. Everyone is learning as they go through life, even adults. Do your best to understand this, and you'll be able to let go of anger toward yourself and others. This is what it means to forgive. I just feel this very strong energy that, Cynthia, you've been through this. And I feel with Pandora, like you're going through this. And you've admitted it, that you're angry. And I said this like phase will pass. So I feel it's quite nice. I'm not sure what's going to happen, like with the lives, whether we'll have more chatting, interacting with each other, which I find so beautiful, guys. We are a collective, we're a tribe. So, Cynthia, that's your message. And I mean, it was only not that long ago, like it's probably over the last year that I've managed to kind of let go of a lot of anger, especially when it was, I mean, I'm sure I can get myself back in that state if I kind of brought it back, all back up. But I've just learnt to kind of let it go. And I send love now. I wish them no harm. I just like the fact that I'm just free to do what I feel I want to do. So I look for the blessing within it. Right, let's have a look. Pandora, no, I mean to guys that seem I'm attracted to, not any man. Well, that's good. It's just that I keep passing men, not by mistake, but I act strange instead. Okay. Cynthia, my old boss came in and we are fighting the system for her. Sweet little soul, send her the safety she deserves. It's beautiful, Cynthia. Our daily thought has been 2023, all is well that ends well. Cynthia, needing to let the inner self's blame release. Chevy, it's a 7-year. The best is yet to come. Absolutely. Lessons, blessings, Cynthia. Pandora, that's a good way to think about it, to stop seeing them as the enemy. Yeah, they're all part of the journey. If that didn't happen, then then you won't be going to where you're going, if that makes sense. What deck is this? This is the Magical Unicorn deck. And thank you, Lucy Collective. Pandora, it's because you mentioned parents when I first came in, then my mind wouldn't stop thinking about family members, so then I get angry. It's a trigger, yes, darling. But yeah, I do have anger towards them. I just try not to think of them. Or maybe you just need to think of them in another way. Just with love and light, and we're just all on our own individual journey, and I think we've all got our own, like, past shit. Maybe that we haven't spoken about. So I just kind of think to myself, you know, what happened to them to make them that way? But then you just need to focus on yourself and what's happened to you to make you that way, and just need to learn how to transmute that energy. Sherry, yes, Pandora, when you detach and accept that they are on their own journey and let them walk their path, you can find your peace about it. Yeah, and you want to be free to walk your own past, your own past, your own path, and to actually deal with your past. We all have, I want to say, like, past insecurities. So Pandora, I mentioned earlier that my mum was across the street staring me out with an attitude type stance. I just ignored her, then got on a bus. It's hard, isn't it, to deal with that? But I felt the energy of just standing there and just smiling at her and waving. But we do what we're drawn to do at the time. There is no right or wrong. It's it is what it is, for a reason. Pandora, let's get you a message from you. This card here as well could be quite relevant. Love from your parents. No matter what, your mother and father love you as much as they can. Sherry, I find myself actively recognising when I find myself getting stuck in the victim mentality. It helps me to not let the hurt of the past control my energy. Pandora. Okay, I'll take this one. One step at a time. This is perfect for you, darling. Lots of little steps make big dreams come true. Felt like I'm going in the wrong direction. It's like, but that happens, doesn't it, sometimes? We just have to recourse ourselves. One step at a time. This card says that you have a big dream, but you may not know how to make it happen. The unicorns want you to know that your dream can come true if you're focused on taking one small step at a time. If you would just do 1 or 2 things a day related to your dream, it will come true more quickly than you can imagine. You can take small steps to complete any project. For example, if you need to write a report or clean a room, you can focus on 1 page or 1 corner of the job at a time, or maybe 1 phone call at a time. Was it you that said about the phone calls? Don't think about the whole project. I'm getting tongue-tied now. Don't think about the whole project. Just focus on the little bit that you're doing right now. Then once that page or corner is done, you can think about the next page or corner. You can even plan how many pages or corners you'll complete on a calendar to help you plan ahead. Taking 1 step at a time is a secret way to success. You'll be amazed at how much you can do if you'll just make slow and steady progress. Take a moment to think about your project or dream. Imagine that it's already completed and notice how you feel in your body and your heart. Then ask your angels, what step should I take right now to make this happen? Notice any thoughts, feelings, words or pictures that come to you. If you receive a strong message to take action in a positive way, then do so. Remember that every big job or dream can happen if you'll just break it down into small steps and then take them. Okay. It's a siren going off outside. I'm going to leave on a final message, bottom of the deck, for all of us. Just be yourself. You're a great person. Enjoy being yourself. That's just perfect, isn't it? Let's read about us. How great we are. Just be yourself. Sometimes you may worry whether other people like you. At those times you may pretend to be somebody other than yourself. For example, you may try to act, talk or dress like someone you admire. This card says that you're great right now. You don't need to act like anyone else. In fact, things will go a lot better and you'll feel happier if you'll just be yourself. The problems may not be with you, but with the people around you. Perhaps they're trying to change you. Change is a part of life and there may be behaviours that you can improve upon within yourself, but be sure that you're not trying to change into a different person. And also know that true friends love you as you are and won't try to change you into someone new. True friends will ask you to stop dangerous behaviours, but they won't try to change you in ways that make you feel bad about yourself. So spend your time with true friends instead of with people who don't understand you. This card also says that things go better when you trust your intuition. You already know what to do in your heart. Trust this inner truth and act upon it. Great inventions, books and businesses are born when someone follows their own inner voice. You too are here to make a positive difference in this world, and the best way to do so is by being true to yourself. There you go. There's today's reading. I love you all dearly. I'm going to get off now. Okay. So I think each of those cards are for all of us. I resonate with this message as well. That's beautiful. That's fantastic. Okay. Guys, I'll catch up with you soon. Until then, take care. Much love.